about how, yeah, times are changing, and the reason why they're changing is because everybody is getting tired of the same shit. Everybody like me who's been addicted to social media, which I'm not talking about Facebook or Twitter. I'd advise anybody to move off of that, to leave that alone. But I do understand, like if you make vids like I do, I understand why you're still on. On YouTube. Although I haven't taken the time, I like to enjoy my weekends, and so I only do work during the week, and so I haven't had a chance to really get dedicated to moving over to BitChute or anything like that. But I will. And plus, I'm riding this thing till the wheels fall off and all that kind of shit. So, but everybody is sick and tired of the same old shit, same old chatter, same old fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, it gets to the point where yeah, we know all these things. We know exactly what's going on. We know who's doing the horrific things. You can, media has done a wonderful job of covering up for so long, and now that there's information everywhere, and we get to see exactly what the hell they've been covering up, and it's been everything. When I say everything, oh, I could go down the rabbit hole with that baby. I mean every fucking thing, from fucking wildfires to fucking child molestation. That's just the way that shit goes right there. So, since we've reached this point of information overload, I see things moving. I do. I see them moving along. I don't know where it's going to move. Hell, y'all'd be surprised how much I rack my brain trying to figure that out. But one thing I do know, it's like if you play an instrument or you have any kind of art, you can't sit and just, where's it going to go? What's it going to, no, you just have to kind of leave yourself alone. Just watch things, listen to yourself, whatever this is that we are, and you know that it'll come eventually. And I'm glad that we're starting to, the world turns. But this world of what we're doing, it turns a lot slower than our years. It's very, very, very slow. Kind of like rock and roll, you go through different stages. And that takes decades a lot of times. Usually around, if you ask me, around a 7 to 8 year period, but whatever. I was watching a guy today. He made a he made a vid where he was just leaving YouTube altogether, And I've been there. I know what that's like. I don't blame him. Don't blame him one bit. Because these things can get really, really aggravating, and especially if you're gonna do this, you can't care. And that's the God's honest truth. You can't give one shit what anybody thinks about you if you do this. Because the minute that you do, then you're going to go off the rails eventually. I mean, what if you give one shit what 100 million trolls or 100 million motherfuckers who fucking just hate you anyway just because they want to? If you ever care about that, and you don't come out and say it at least, then you will go nuts very soon. And even if you do come out and say it, you're still going to go nuts. So you really, if you're doing this, you have to find a way not to give one shit about what other people think. And why should you? Why should you care about what other people think about you? Because if you let that affect you, that's on you. It ain't got a damn thing to do with what they're thinking. Because they can't harm you with their thoughts. I mean, This is why we're in the situation we're in. Well, my feelings were hurt. Well, oh shit, sweetheart. What are you going to do about it? Everything's on you on here. And I understand anybody who needs to leave making vids on any platform. I understand that. I'm not putting down anybody. Don't take me. Don't look at me like that or take me like that because I'm not. Because when it's time to damn stop for a while or whatever it is. But the thing about it is that you must just be honest with yourself. And a lot of times, I think a lot of people, what they do is they expect themselves to be better than what they are. They stop viewing themselves as idiot animals. And when I say that, I don't mean, look, I'm one of those God believers and all that kind of stuff. So it ain't like I'm just saying we're just primitive monkeys running around like some of the fuckers in these inner cities and all that shit. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that we're not as good as we would like to be, and we never will be. Life is a learning process. It takes it takes failing to be able to gain new knowledge. You can't pick up a you can't pick up a guitar and just start fucking playing Bach or Beethoven or Mozart. Not that they play a guitar, but you understand what I'm saying. You can't do that. You have to fuck up how many times? How many times? Billions upon trillions of fuck ups lead to maybe a minute long of the closest you could get to perfection, which never would be perfection. And in this age of everyone knowing one another in their own ways, we don't truly know one another, but we know each other enough to communicate. In that age, what can you do besides let everything go that you don't like, including yourself? Do you know how many times that I've made vids that I just, because I usually don't watch my vids because of that, because it's embarrassing, it's this and that. I don't like doing it, but I still will, and I do that way that I just see what I am and how usually fucked up and this and that I am, and what the information is. For me, how fucked up I am is less important than the information I'm putting out. Because the information I want to put out is, for me, I want it to be truth. I want it to be what's really going on. Along with bullshitting and laughing a lot. I mean, because if we don't have bullshits or laughs, what's life worth? I mean, come on, you got to have entertain yourself at some damn point. I mean, don't we all? Or I do anyway. I can't kind of go through the day without entertaining myself. Sometimes I crack me up more than most other people. With that being said, 10:56. All right, I got 4 minutes because I started this at 10:45. And I pretty much run out of shit to talk about. And nobody watches this. I know that, but that's okay. So I do this for me. That's another reason why you should think about why you do videos. Are you doing it? Are you doing it to get famous, or are you doing it to for it to be therapeutic? Are you doing it to help to get your thoughts out, no matter what the fucking rest of the world thinks about it? Because if you're doing it to be fucking famous or this or that, you might want to think again. Everybody has that going on if you're making vids. I know that. I do. Does. Everybody has that. Oh yeah, I'd love to be famous. Yeah, they have that going on in their brains. But if that overrides the truth, or doing it to be helped by watching yourself and uh, in other words, helping yourself is what it is. Like I said, it's therapeutic. It's like going to the psychologist or psychiatrist and just spilling your guts every now and then. That's what you, or that's what I have to do in order to stay sane in this crazy fucking world that we're living in. And that would be true whether I was making vids or not. Even if there was no smartphones, even if there was no way for us to connect like we are today, I would still have to spill my guts in some kind of way towards everyone that I meet. I think it would help the whole civilization to grow up making vids. I really do. I'm talking it'd be good to like teach the youngins to, here you start making vids. That way they have a general idea of, and then have to rewatch them too. That way they would gain a self. They would really be able to look at themselves and how they are. And look, I'm the most terrible person in the world at times, and I'm also one of the best people in the world at times. You can't expect to be both. Or no, I'm wrong. See, I'm so stupid. You can't expect to be one or the other, or you can't. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying now. You can't expect to be really good or really terrible if you're a real human being. Because if you're really good all the time, then you're fake. And if you're really fucking bad all the time, then you're fake too. So I see this as the ultimate reality show. And I'm sure this ain't the first time y'all have heard anything like that. I mean, good God. We all know what's been going on for how many years now, watching YouTube and people making vids and everything else. Enjoy your day and don't beat yourself up too damn much. And I know for myself, good God, I have so much more to learn about myself that it's unreal. And with that, I'm out. See y'all later.